Hello everyone. So today's numerical is to find H parameters for this particular circuit shown. This question I have taken again from VTU QP. So you see this is a two-port network. So as soon as you read the question, H parameters are asked. So write the expression in terms of H parameter. H is nothing but hybrid. So definitely you are supposed to remember it is a hybrid of both input, output as well as the voltage and current. Okay. So always remember you are supposed to recall the LHS part of the expression so that it will be easier for you to write the complete expression. Okay. So V1 I2 this is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. Similar way, H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Okay, this is the expression for two-port network. Now, what you are supposed to find? You are supposed to find these coefficients. Okay, so from these two expression itself, we will try to write the expression for H11. What is H11? V1 divided by I1. When? When this particular term is 0. We cannot make H1 to 0. So we will consider V2 as 0. So H11 equal to V1 by I1 when V2 equal to 0. Similar way, I'll consider the second term. Okay. So H21 equal to I2 by I1 when V2 is 0. Okay. Why I have written these two things together? So that I can find both H11 and H21 with the single circuit. Similar way, now I'll write for H12, H22. H12 is equals to, you see, V1 by V2 when I1 is 0. Similar way, H22 equal to I2 by V2 when I1 is 0. Okay. Always remember V equal to 0 does mean you have to replace that particular port with a shorted wire. Okay. I equal to 0 implies replace it with a open circuit. Always remember this particular part. Okay. So now we will start with the first case when V2 is equals to 0. I'll rewrite the circuit. So the circuit was like this. 3 resistors, 12, 12, 12. Okay, ohm. So now what did I say? V2 equal to 0. That means you have to replace it with a shorted wire. V1, anyhow, it is there. There is a current I1 and there is one more current I2. Okay, so now you are supposed to find H11, nothing but V1 by I1 for this particular case when V2 is 0. First thing to notice is this particular resistor 12 ohm is in parallel with the shorted wire. That means what you can do, you can simply replace the whole set by a shorted wire. Remember that. Okay. So if you have a resistor in parallel with a shorted wire, you can replace it with a shorted wire. Okay. So now what you have to do, V1 and I1. Simply you can use the what Ohm's law. So you can find R equivalent. You see this 12 ohm, this 12 ohm are in parallel completely. They are connected, correct? So we can directly write R equivalent equal to 6, V1 equal to 6 I1 implies H11 equal to V1 by I1 equal to 6. Okay, I can write the SI unit, no problem. So that is 6 ohm. So now what I'll do to the same circuit, using the same circuit, I will find the next one. What is that? H21 equal to I2 by I1 when? When V2 equal to 0. Okay, you see now what exactly I'm going to do. I'll just apply nodal analysis here. Okay, apply nodal analysis at this particular part. What is the voltage at this particular node? It is V1, correct? So now I will write I1 minus V1 divided by 12, correct? So I1 is like this. V1 by 12 usually like this. So I have written minus. Next, I2 is like this. So plus I2 equal to 0. But already we got to know what is V1. V1 is 6I1. So I1 minus 6I1 by 12 plus I2 equal to 0 to 1 minus half I1. So that will be half I1 plus I2 equal to 0. So here I will write H2 equal to, or before that, let me write the final expression here. Half I1 plus I2 equal to 0. That means I2 by I1 will be minus half. So H21 H21 equal to I2 by I1 equal to minus half. I have to move this one here, correct? So that's where the minus comes. Okay, so this is just the ratio of currents. So I got it as minus half. So the first part is done when I have taken V2 equal to 0. What I have to do next? I have to take the current as 0, correct? To find H12 and H22. So let's do that. For the next case, let me write I1 equal to 0. That means what? You have to keep the first port as a open circuit. So here, this one, I'll simply write it as V2 so that it will be easy for us to analyze. Okay, this is an open circuit. So now I'll consider the voltage across this one is V1. Anyhow, I'll write here I1 equal to 0. Okay, done. So this looks little complicated for me to solve. So what I'll do? So this is almost, not almost, this is exactly in the delta form, correct? So now what we will do, we will try to transform from delta to Y or to star. So how will you do that? So if you're converting from delta to star, you just multiply these two. 12 into 12 divided by sum of all the resistors. Okay. So since all the values are same, 12 plus 12 plus 12. So it will be 12 into 12 divided by 3 into 12. So 4. Okay. So for each of the branch in the star transformation, I have the resistance as 4. So I will rewrite the circuit. Okay, this one is V2. Here I have 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, and this particular voltage will be V1. The current here is 0, and here there will be current. Okay, so now what I have to find? I have to find two things, H12, H22. H12 is V1 by V2, correct? Sorry, H22 is, I should not be wrong, I2 by V2, I1 equal to 0. First, let's find whichever is feasible for us. So let me check for H12. Okay, V2 is here. What is the voltage across V1? What you can do, the easiest one is to go with the voltage division rule, correct? So V1 equal to V2 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4. This 4 and this 4. Okay. So what will be the value you're getting? Half V2. So this implies H12 equal to V1 by V2 equal to half. Okay. So I have got the first, not first, here it was the third coefficient here. Okay, done. What I have to find next? V2 and I2 relationship. So it's easy, correct? So I have V2 here and I2. What you can do, you can even use nodal analysis also here. So if I take the voltage at this point, what is the voltage at this point? Voltage at this point is V1 by 4. Okay. So V1 by 4 minus V1 by 4 plus I2 is equals to 0, correct? V1 by 4 plus I2 is equals to 0. So I2 is equals to V1, but V1 I will replace it by minus half V2. So there is a 4 already. So by 4 I have. So I2 by V2 will be minus 1 by 8. This is nothing but what? This is nothing but H22. Okay. So these are the coefficients we have received. So somewhere here, let me write all the hybrid parameters we have got. So H11, H12, H21, H22. H22 is nothing but 1 by 8. H12 is nothing but 1 by 2. H11, I guess we have got 6. H21, let me just cross check. Yes. H21 minus half. That's it. That's it. This is how we are going to find the hybrid parameters. Hope everybody understood. So solve some of the questions from VTU old question papers as well. Thank you.